Hi, myself Jay Kumar, and she's my wife Zenith Veena. We are coming from Coimbatore, and we are here to share our experience with Sunrise Hospital and about this precious baby. And she'll be continuing further.
Actually, we were married for 8 years, about 9 years now. After our marriage, immediately in the next year, we started started a treatment, infertility treatment. We went to different hospitals and we diagnosed with fibroid problem first of all. Then we did an open myomectomy in Coimbatore itself. After that, doctor over there, they decided to go for IVF because I had a lot of problems in my uterus. So they decided to go for an IVF. So we did IVF cycles twice in Coimbatore. In a very well-known hospital, but unfortunately it was not successful. The IVF treatment was not successful for me. Both the cycles we got a negative result, and after that we went into multiple treatments and we were waiting for natural conception also. Nothing happened over these years. After some times in 2022 we decided, okay, we will anyways have to go. We decided that we should have a baby definitely. So we thought, okay, we our embryos were saved there. So we thought, okay, fine, we will go for a third cycle. When we were about to start a third cycle, I developed with lot of problems with like endometriosis and adenomyosis. Adenomyosis is something that a severe pain during every period cycle. That is the problem, and also the bleeding will be more, and the pain is unbearable whenever I get my periods. So I started my treatments over there in Coimbatore, and slowly we reached a hospital wherein they could give me some solution. At least not solution. They could give me some hope that I can have a baby, because my uterus was in that condition. No hospital recommended me to go for IVF treatment because it's going to be a negative result. So that was the case. So there in one hospital, that is Sudha Hospital, Dr. Dhanabhagyam referred us. We met her, and she did an adenomyosis surgery for me first. That surgery was not that successful. It didn't happen as expected. So Dr. Dhanabhagyam knows Hafeez very well. Sunrise Hospital, she is very much connected to Sunrise Hospital. So she referred me to Hafeez sir. So we came the very next month. We came here. It is in November 2022. So we came here, we met Hafeez sir. Hafeez sir said, he diagnosed everything, and then he said, my adenomyosis can be cleared completely. So he gave me hope that definitely I can have a baby with IVF. So immediately we got hospitalized here. The adenomyosis surgery, keyhole surgery happened. It was very successful. After going home, my recovery was also so quick. And later doctor advised to take a break of 6 to 8 months, so that my uterus will be ready, since I have lot of scar and wound in my uterus. So he asked me to give a breathing period for 6 months. So we took 6 to 8 months for the next cycle of next IVF cycle. So we waited for that time, and I was under medication in Coimbatore only to heal my wound. Later, after that, in August 2023,
2022.
in August 2022, we went for IVF. So that was the third cycle which we attempted. We didn't have any hope that it will be successful because of this previous experience that I had. In August, we did the August 2022, we did the IVF. It was successful, and we are so happy. We were waiting for this for quite long time, like 9 years was not an easy thing, and we didn't focus on any other thing apart from we just skipped everything, whatever comes to our life. We skipped everything. We were only focusing on the baby. So the entire family was so happy that he is conceived. And it was there, that happiness was there only for 3 months. After 3 months, the situations changed. My uterus condition was not that supported. Baby and all is doing so good, he's growing so well, but my uterus was not supported. The thing is, I started bleeding immediately. That bleeding, even doctors couldn't understand what is the reason. They couldn't diagnose it properly, because the situation is like that. They did multiple tests, multiple surgeries, multiple scans, but nothing could be found out. So doctor over there, Dr. Dhanabhagyam, she decided to do an MRI. Now exactly to say it is on November 26th, I think. She decided to do an MRI. In the MRI, they found out a very rare situation. This happens very rarely, to not to every woman. The thing is, since I had multiple surgeries in my uterus, first thing was my uterus wall got thinned out. Thinned out in the sense it was less than 1 centimeter, which is not good for the baby to be inside. When it is growing, the uterus grows. So when the baby is growing, the uterus size will go grow multiple times. So that time I was only 16 weeks. During 16 weeks, if the uterine line is so thin, then it is very difficult to retain the baby and continue the pregnancy. Continuing the pregnancy is very difficult. So they analyzed, all the doctors over there, all the gynecologists, they analyzed and then decided. They didn't decide, but their suggestion was to terminate the pregnancy along with a hysterectomy. Hysterectomy is something I have to sacrifice my uterus removal. So we have to go for an hysterectomy. They were saying that the condition is, my situation is, emotionally we were very unstable. The thing is, we don't have even one baby, and we were waiting for this baby for a long time. We got emotionally attached to this baby when he is inside my uterus. So we couldn't manage that emotion, first of all. But that is an emergency situation. We couldn't. The doctors couldn't do anything. So they decided to send me to Dr. Dhanabhagyam decided to send me to Hafeez sir, and she believed that Hafeez sir will give a best solution for whatever problem I have. So the same night she discussed with Hafeez sir, and Hafeez sir said, immediately you please send them to Sunrise Hospital. So the next day morning, early morning, we started I was admitted in that hospital also for 1.5 months. From that hospital to this hospital, we came through car. That travel was so difficult in the sense emotionally, and very more of anxiety we had. What will happen during the travel, because I was on complete bed rest. Traveling for 5 hours from Coimbatore to Kochi is not that easy with this condition of my uterus. So firstly we started on 27th November.
27th of November.
On 27th of November, we started from Coimbatore. We traveled all the way. I had little difficulties during traveling because we traveled by car. We didn't come by ambulance. We couldn't manage to get ambulance and all. So we just traveled by car, and we stopped in multiple places and then checked whether my bleeding is going uncontrollable, all these things, and then God's grace we could reach here safely. After coming here, we met Hafeez sir immediately, and doctor diagnosed me completely. He did an MRI once again. In that MRI, again it shows, first thing is, it is in my uterus wall thickness that is very, very minimal, which cannot hold the baby. That is the first condition. Next is placenta accreta. Placenta accreta is a condition wherein the placenta is on the scar which I already have. The previous surgery had a big scar. The placenta is attached to that, and it has the more chance of the placenta will come out of the uterus. That is a very worst condition. That is the second thing. So these two conditions, with these two conditions, anybody will decide that terminating the pregnancy will only save the mother. So that was the condition when we came here. So doctor diagnosed, and then he had a confidence, okay, we will do a MESHPLASTY. MESHPLASTY in uterus with the baby is something that we hear for the first time. Even MESHPLASTY we have never heard, since we are not from a medical background, we never heard about it. So when doctor said that we are going to do a surgery with the baby, we both got literally shocked. What will happen if the surgery is happening with the baby? And doctor explained us thoroughly, and he gave us that confidence that nothing will happen to you as well as baby. We will try the maximum to save the baby. That was his words. And they decided a date. In next 3 days they decided a date, and the surgery happened immediately. After the surgery was very successful. Actually what happened in the surgery was, the uterus was protected with a mesh outside the uterus. A mesh was placed, and baby is inside, but still the mesh is placed outside. This is something happening for the first time in the world. With the baby, MESHPLASTY has never happened. So even for Hafeez sir, it is new. He also has, said that it is going to be a new thing, but still we can try to save the baby. So he did that surgery. After surgery also, sir was telling us that we 24 weeks we have to hold the pregnancy. We cannot save the baby unless we go till 24 weeks. I was on 17th week by that time. 17th week till 24th week was a first target. After 24 weeks, Sunrise Hospital has a very well equipped NICU, so they can save the baby, keeping the baby in NICU for till 40 weeks, till that gestation age. That was the condition. After the surgery, we were shifted to the room. I was in ICU in observation for 2-3 days. After that, we got shifted to the room, and the care, the nursing care, the doctor's care. I should specially mention Dr. Sonia, Dr. Ebi Koshi, Dr. Aisha, and
Sajid sir.
Sajid sir is anesthesiast, and everyone was so supportive. They gave us more of motivation than 1 minute.
Time it's okay, it's a video.
Smile, I'm holding the pen. Okay. So they gave us more confidence, and whatever problem comes, hemoglobin, any pregnancy related issues, whatever it is, they said it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. That's the only thing they said. So if all the doctors over here, they were here, they came and they monitored my health every day. And even the nurses, they were completely concentrating on my health condition, and they were updating doctors at whatever time doctors will come and see if anything happens to me. So that was the situation, and slowly, day by day, my health was improving. My surgery pain was reducing. I was taking the tablets regularly. Everything was as per the doctor's advice. We are going. That's all. And and we reached 24 weeks. After 24 weeks, we did a scan, and the baby is growing so well, and the mesh is placed so perfectly, and it is intact. It is not giving any problem to me. Mesh, the surgery was that successful, and that it is strong. The mesh is kept very strong. So after 24 weeks, doctor said, okay, we'll still improve. Just keep our target to 28 weeks. The target again changed, and being in hospital for such a long period was very difficult for us, because he is working from home. He has to work. In all these conditions, he was working. My husband was working here, and I want to take rest. So we decided to go outside and stay, but doctor said no, with your condition we cannot send you. It's a major risk that we are taking, so we cannot send you outside to stay anywhere. So they said, okay, you can stay in a comfortable place. They made our space comfortable. They made our space like our home. So they gave us enough space, and then we were here with my family, with my mother, with my husband. We were here. So the doctors came every day. They tested me. They kept monitoring me, scan, blood routine, all these, everything, my vitals, everything. They made me so strong emotionally also. So this was the condition. After 28 weeks, again we did the scan. Still my mesh is successfully holding my uterus. Uterus is not in the rupturing condition. So still Dr. Hafeez said we'll wait for another 1 month, means 32 weeks. Next target was set to 32 weeks. After that, we all gained the confidence that after 32 weeks, anyways, the baby is also healthy. The baby's growth is also very good. And after 32 weeks, doctor said, okay, 36 weeks will be the target, wherein 37th week will be the full growth of the baby. And the next target was set on for 36th week. The firstly, it was only 24 weeks. Later, day by day, it was a bonus for us. So 36th week doctor decided to deliver. It is exactly to say it on April 10th, doctor decided to deliver the baby through C-section. Normal delivery is not possible for me. That is for sure. So we were waiting for that date. Before that, on 28th March, suddenly I got temperature, and when they checked, they decided they checked for COVID also. So although it is negative, but doctor decided, okay, having fever and holding the baby inside may increase the risk of the delivery. So doctor decided not to hold anymore. He asked me whether we can do the delivery tomorrow. So we all decided whatever doctor says, we say yes. So we all decided, okay, we'll do the delivery on 29th March. So 29th March was the date fixed. We were ready, and the surgery happened in the morning by 9:50.
29th.
On 29th. March 29th, morning 9:50, my little miracle boy is born. We all got really emotional. We all are very happy. After that also, due to my uterus condition, I was telling Hafeez sir that I don't want to hold my uterus anymore. After delivery, please remove my uterus, because I was undergoing lot of issues due to my uterus. So I told doctor, please do a hysterectomy. But doctor, even during my surgery, in the OT, he asked me, are you sure you want to sacrifice your uterus? But I told doctor, so whatever you decide, whatever is good for me, you know better. So please do go ahead and do it. And sir asked me, what if I could save the uterus and protect it? I said yes, okay, please go ahead. And after the delivery, my uterus was repaired, and it is now like it. I don't have the problem of adenomyosis, endometriosis, or fibroid, anything. Now it is a normal uterus, and doctor gave a green signal to go for a second baby also, which was not at all in our mind, which was not at all in our plan. One baby is enough for us. That was there in our mind. But since doctor gave us that confidence, we are ready for the second baby also. Because my uterus is in that condition. It's been 20 days. I'm all good. My health is so fine. We both as a family, and we three as a family, owe so much to Sunrise Hospital, especially to Dr. Hafeez and his family, his doctor's team. Everyone supported us emotionally. We were so stable only because of the doctor's help. Otherwise, in any other hospital, I'll be another patient. That's all. Staying in this hospital for so long is very difficult. Hospitalization itself is a trauma. So that part they took care of. It was more like a family. Now I have become a part of, we three become a part of Sunrise family. That is the thing. And a special thanks to everyone who helped us throughout in our pregnancy, right from nurses, doctors, people who are helping, everyone in the building, in the insurance, everyone were helpful for us. Thank you so much for giving us a second life.
Let me continue. So as a thank you note, I would like to thank Hafeez sir and the entire team, the employees of this Sunrise Hospital, because we have been taken care just like their family members, not as a patient. And we have been given a very good facility which helps us to stay confident and stay safe, and the pregnancy was so smooth. So thanks to everyone, nurse stations, every nurses, and the entire team of Sunrise Hospital. Would like to thank everyone. Thank you.